There was a boy whose life was going very badly, but one day he saves a vampire who later becomes his master. The story begins with our main character, Mair. Mair's parent had passed away, and at the time his relatives started talking about who would take care of him and going forward. Mair feared that he might end up starving alone, but then suddenly his uncles got ready to raise him. They held him and said, "Don't worry, we are your relatives and we won't leave you alone." Now Mair has grown up, he does some simple jobs and fulfill his goals. Even though he is a high school student, his uncles forbade him from bringing friends home. One day, when Mair was outside, he found an injured cat by the roadside and took it home. The cat was hurt, so Mair treated it and thought about adopting it. After much thought, he named the cat Kuro. Although Mair had adopted the cat, he knew nothing about the darkness hidden inside himself. The next day, Mair was walking with his friend when his friend told him about a vampire near the railway station and how 10 people had gone missing. Mair did not believe it at all and ran home. But as soon as he entered his house, he was shocked because the TV was on. Inside, he saw a strange man sitting there with a very large dark circle under his eyes, playing many video games on the TV. Mair got scared and asked him, "Who exactly are you? How did you even get inside my house?" Mair asked. Then, picking up a broom lying nearby the on side, he started hitting him with it. But the vampire was so fast that he dodged the attack easily. When Mair tried to hit him a second time, he slipped and accidentally pulled back the curtain. Suddenly, the sunlight poured in directly onto the vampire, causing him turn back into a Kuro. As soon as Mair closed the curtain, the vampire transformed back again. Mair asked, "So, who exactly are you?" The vampire replied, "I'm just a cute little vampire. What problem do you have with me?" That's when Mair realized his friends were right about the vampire. After this, Mair tried to take him outside into the sunlight. He asked, "Why did you kill those 10 people?" The vampire said, "I don't know what you are talking about." Then he warned, "Don't you dare say my name again." This made Mair angry and he said the vampire's name anyway. As soon as he said the name Kuro, a blue circle appeared around the vampire and then vanished. Mair was confused and did not understand what had just happened. The vampire explained, "I am a special type of vampire who obeys only his master, and I can only drink my master's blood. Our contract has already been signed. You have become my master." But the vampire added, "This contract will only become permanent if I drink your blood at least once within 24 hours. For Mair, this was definitely not good news. He tried to take the vampire outside again, but some unknown force kept pulling them back inside. The vampire said, "How can you be so stupid? When I told you not to say my name again, you said it deliberately." And Mair said, "I don't want to live with you." He decided to tell his friends about the vampire. Later, when he went to his friends and told them everything, they said, "Are you crazy for calling a cat a vampire?" One friend even started making fun of him. At that moment, we see a black shadow appear behind them. Suddenly, a magician arrives there who is watching them. One of my friends ignores him. The magician stops the friend and suddenly bites him, and blood is everywhere. Then, with great excitement, he introduces himself as Belkia, who is a vampire. Belkia has already sensed Kuro's presence there. Because of this, he challenged Mair and Kuro to a duel. Suddenly, Kuro transforms into a vampire and kicks Belkia. When Mair asks what is happening, Kuro says that Mair should run away from there. Otherwise, he will regret it badly. Mair says, "Do whatever you want," and runs to save his friends. Belkia is about to attack both of them again. At that moment, Mahiru jumps and grabs Belkia's mouth. Belkia tries to kill Mair with a sword, but suddenly Kuro intervenes and takes the attack on himself. Then Kuro pulls out a sword from his chest and says that he has not drunk blood for 100 years, so he is very weak now and unable to defect Belkia. Mair then extends his hand and says, "You can drink my blood, but defect Belkia." Kuro drinks Mair's blood and their temporary contract become permanent. Now Kuro has become Mair's vampire servant. Mair orders Kuro to go and finish Belkia. Kuro attacks Belkia with his claws and causing a wind attack, and Belkia is defected in one strike. Kuro is about to kill him, but Belkia transforms into a doll. Mair picks him up and asks why he tried to kill Kuro. Belkia says it was his master's order. His master's name is Tsubaki. When Mair asks why Tsubaki wants to kill Kuro, Belkia gives a strange answer. Nobody knows Tsubaki, but whoever does not know